guys? Back here in Cham. Long walk today up and down the beach, probably, I don't know, 6-7 miles. I'm gonna go north, come back, go south. First I gotta get some coffee though. I think I might get a Snickers today. Get an Amazon coffee. Look at these guys. I got some of these wafers still left. I get a pack of wafers. Wafers. Cheese powder. Let's try the strawberry wafers. Yeah, there's what's that kind of stuff? Big ups, guys. Good news. It appears I didn't get sick from the snail or the bugs or anything. Actually, totally fine. If anything, I might have been beneficial. It's like here in Cham. Got the last remnants of the weekend crowd. Yeah, I had big ups Fitzy. I had some bugs, a snail, and a frog legs yesterday. 3 grasshoppers and a silkworm larvae. But I did feel a little something yesterday, so I was worried I was going to get sick. But apparently it was nothing. Feel totally fine today. So. Definitely need some coffee though. Yeah, market yesterday. I was eating some of the local foods. Actually, that stuff is like carnival. The carnival food is in Thailand, man. It's pretty weird. It's like bugs, squid eggs, snails. That's the carnival food. In America, it's like cotton candy. It's like caramel apples. I mean, they got some sweet stuff too, but it's just a lot of weird stuff. It's like a carnival, I guess. Yeah, snails are actually a popular dish, especially in some Eastern provinces. They eat like a big plate of snails. The guy just gave me a snail as a sampler. Actually tastes all right. It wasn't bad, but I was worried about it because it didn't seem like it was cooked. But I think it might have been cooked. It was just cold. Like it hadn't been warmed, I don't know. But yeah, if you eat undercooked or raw snails, there's a disease you can get. A lot of people in Thailand get it. So lead to meningitis in the brain, it's other nasty stuff. So I looked up on Google. So yeah, I won't be messing with snails too much in the future, I think. Unless they're really well cooked. Yeah, scorpions like a snack, but the bug vendors yesterday didn't have scorpions. Maybe they just keep those around for the tourists. The tourists pay like Khao San, they charge them 100 baht for one scorpion. Here you get a whole bag of bugs for 20 baht. Big bag of bugs. So that's just like these tourists like to take selfies with the eating scorpion. I've done it before. I eat a little bit part of the scorpion, not the whole thing. I eat like the tail, but did I take deworming medicine? No, I wanna take some though. I don't know which to take. Cobra blood, I don't know. I mean, I'm sure you can find just about anything to eat. But I think Vietnam has some of that stuff, like snakes. I think you heard Waller made a video about it once. They drank snake blood or something. I don't know. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure they might have something like that somewhere. But it's not necessarily common. Tried escargot in France. You had escargot? Yeah, I think I had a long time ago. I had some escargot. Yeah, it's like butter or olive oil or something. Actually pretty good. Yeah, snails aren't bad, but I just was concerned because it wasn't cooked thoroughly. Shouldn't have ate it, but Roger Balder drank Cobra Blood in Vietnam one time. Yeah, in Vietnam, a lot of restaurants you'll see like this jar, big jar that's got like a snake in there. I don't know. That's like snake wine or they. I don't know what's going on with the snakes, but yeah, they do something with snakes in Vietnam. I don't see that here in Thailand too much, but I haven't seen that. But like I said, they may still have something. Like there's a lot of weird stuff you don't even never come across or know about. See, like there was a soup I had. I think it was in Bang Sen. They were making like this. I don't know, it was like cow blood soup. I didn't really know what it was until then I realized it's like really strong flavor. It's like the broth was like mostly blood, cow blood or something. It's like a lot of weird stuff like that. I just tried it. It wasn't for me. That's not for me. Some of this stuff can be really good for you though too. Like I had some funky foods yesterday and feel alright today. I had a lot of zinc. I had zinc tablets you get at 7-Eleven. I had like 4 of them. That's maybe why I'm feeling kind of good. They're like candies, but they got a lot of zinc in them. It says zinc right in the package. We tried the raw pig blood soup. Yeah, we all had that at Sexy Bar 5 years ago. A guy was coming around. It was like 8 in the morning. We were all drunk. Mana was there. Smoked Bar Patong was there. Some vendor came around and sold it, and the ladies at the bar were like, "That's good. You guys should try it." So we were all drunk, and I think it was like some kind of pig's blood soup or something, noodle soup. So we were all eating it, man. All of us were eating it. Well, actually, it wasn't as strong as the beef blood soup. So I don't know. It wasn't as potent. It was more palatable. Those noodle soups, you don't ever know what's in them. Could be anything. There's all kinds of stuff in that. Like the other day, I had chicken's feet in there. It's pretty gross. That was the Sexy Bar too. You see these guys going around, vendors, selling stuff. Most of a lot of the Thai food you see, it's just like weird stuff, you know. But then there's all, I don't know, there's all kinds of stuff. Yeah, there's a lot of weird stuff though. If you eat at a restaurant for foreigners, you know, some of the Thai food might be good, but it's all vanilla to be like palatable to foreigners. So any weird ingredients are gone. Any fermented shrimp or fish paste that are used in a lot of Thai cooking are gone. A lot of spiciness gone. A lot of spiciness like alcohol. So it's basically just like rice and, you know, like maybe a bland curry or something. Most Thai food's not like that. It's pretty hardcore stuff. Especially Isan, they take it to another level there. Eat a lot of raw stuff, and it's fermented or raw. If it's not fermented or raw, covered in chilies, you know, don't taste good to them. My plan is just to walk a lot today. I'm gonna get some coffee, walk a bunch, get some lunch, just walk and talk street today, guys. Probably just be walking. I like to get some miles in, you know, because there's not pollution here. A lot of times you can't walk too much in the cities because there's so much pollution. It's not very pleasant, but it's not much traffic here. It should be not too polluted, so I might walk a lot up and down the coast. That's probably going to be about it today. Nice resort. The Amazon. Did I pass it up? It's up ahead. Yeah. Had a good time yesterday with Sean, a guy, a military guy, worked on the USS Ronald Reagan for many years, Navy guy. One of the big aircraft carriers in the U.S. Navy. That's the American dream right there. A guy grew up as a foster home, was orphan, and went to the military, and now he's living the dream out in Thailand. Wife, nice condo, house in Bangkok, condo here, nice. You pulled up in a nice SUV. It was on yesterday's stream if you missed it. Stream Sniper, longtime follower, viewer. Amazon's up here. Get some coffee. Amazon's pretty good because they had outdoor seating. I like that. How do I like this city? It's very small city. It's a small beach city, a few expats. Get some weekend traffic in Bangkok and stuff, some locals, and it's just it's like a smaller Jomtien. Really just like this 5 blocks right here, 6 blocks. You know, there's a little bit of stuff inland, but it's very quiet. You want to rent like a cheap apartment or house by the beach, this would be the place to do it. I guess I just looked down that side alley, there was like townhouses. So you can have a townhouse. A whole townhouse probably for about 10,000 baht right by the beach. So this is the place you want to get really affordable real estate and with beach access. We're close to the beach. But. Yai.
Yeah.
And Nam Pao. Get big size. And the coffee big size.
Black coffee.
Americano hot long.
Americano premium.
Americano long. Yai. Long yai.
Black coffee. Yeah.
Yeah. The thing with the coffees, there's so many specifications. You got the other type of coffee: Americano, latte, cappuccino. Is it hot or cold? Is it big or small? So a lot of times, like I say hot and they give me ice, or small, I get big. Might get some of the brownies here are actually pretty good. Might get some brownies. Inner Monster, I think he's doing pretty good, man. He's doing good. No reason to criticize. He's doing pretty good in life. I can't complain about, you know. And not every place has the brownies. This one doesn't have the brownies. Are pretty good here. Guys, I'm gonna sit outside here, get a nice view of the beach. Nice chairs. These Amazon cafes, man, they're not bad, and they're everywhere. Like, none of these were around 15 years ago, so it's kind of like a relatively new thing. But you know, there's a lot of mom and pop shops too. I go to both, but can't complain about the Amazons. Like, this is the only other coffee shop on this stretch here is a really expensive one. I got like half as much coffee for twice the price, so like Amazon's better right now. Got a nice chair, got a nice view of the beach. I mean, you can't. Yeah, it's a chain, but they're all chains. Sometimes chains are good. Guys giving me a hard time a few days ago about drinking Amazon coffee. It's like, they're owned by a petroleum corporation. It's like, can't do no right with some people. I was in Salutes on Cram. I had a few people give me a hard time because I was drinking Amazon coffee. Oh, Steph streamed earlier. Oh, big up Steph. This place is called Amazon. It's a big coffee chain across Thailand. Wow. Actually, the reason I was asking her too about I kept saying big coffee, is because she charged me. The big coffee is normally 70 baht. I got the double Americano. She charged me only 55. So I thought she got the order wrong. So I repeated it again, you know. But I think she did get the order wrong initially, and she didn't charge me extra. So she basically gave me the big coffee for free. But then I gave him 15 baht tip in the tip jar. So. A lot of times I like to get a little bit of milk in my coffee, but I don't even ask for that. That's not having like 5 specifications. I wish all the coffee shops, they would have water and milk freely available. A little milk jar and water. That's actually a lot of shops. Most shops don't do that. Hey, what up, Corey Good? Vietnam, it's worse because here I can say it in Thai, things I need. Vietnam, I don't know how to speak Vietnamese. The waves look pretty big there. And they don't speak very good English either. So, like, man, I was getting my coffee orders wrong in Vietnam. Like, really, really difficult to get coffee ordered. You see them, you want a coffee, you just say, I want a hot coffee. You say, just coffee, please. You know, and they assume it's going to be hot. They assume it's American-style coffee. But here you have to, you know, you have to specify you want a latte, cappuccino, espresso, or Americano. So you have to specify all that. And then a lot of people like to get iced coffee, so you got to specify you want hot or ice, because it's about 50-50. A lot of people like to get iced coffee. And then, you know, big or small. Very hot coffee. Rory wants to go to Dalat. Yeah, Dalat's in the mountains. Dalat, not Tron. Oh yeah, it's real torn. Yeah, the shirt's real torn. It's a wool shirt. It degrades over time. Got a YouTube notification. Somebody must have went live. I don't know why YouTube sent me notifications, but I guess I got to click that off. What's up, World Traveler? Looks like high tide out there, and pretty big waves for the Gulf of Thailand. You can get by with English. You don't need any. I mean, if you're going to Philippines, Thailand, Cambodia, they actually speak a lot of English there. You don't really need. Vietnam is maybe the toughest. Malaysia, they speak. All these countries, you can get by with just English. Not a single word of Thai, or I don't speak any Philippines. I go to the Philippines. I don't know how to say hello or anything. So you just get by with English. I've been traveling to Japan. Japan, they're not very good with English. Thailand, they're better, and Japan's English is actually quite poor overall. And I've been going there for years. I don't speak a lick of Japanese, so you don't need it. A lot you can do with just like pointing at things on on a menu, or just pointing at things, or hand language, things like that. Verbal, non-verbal communication. While I was in Vietnam, the first time I got there, I got some durian. The lady I didn't speak a lick of Vietnam. She didn't speak any English, not one word. So she was trying to show me how much it costs. And she was pulling out these Vietnamese bills. She said, here, it costs this much. She said, this. So, and I said, okay. Most people understand okay. And, she chopped it up and gave her. You don't really need. You're not having a philosophical conversation with people. You don't need extensive language skills most of the time. I mean, if you want to learn some of the language, yeah, it can go a long way. I'm not discouraging you. But you said you don't. Just trying to say you don't need it either. Because a lot of people, I think they put barriers. Well, I need a bunch of money in the bank. I need travel insurance. I need all my visas. I need all my shots, immunizations. I need to be able to speak some language. I got to study. And it's they put all these barriers to travel, and they never travel. I got to watch every YouTube video about this country. It's because I've met people like this. I met a guy the guy in Detroit. He said he watched every Thailand YouTube video for the last 5 years. And he's never been here. He's still watching YouTube videos about Thailand. Just come here, man. That's what I did. Just come here. I didn't know a damn thing about Thailand. Just came here in 2005, and that's kind of the fun of it. You know nothing about the country. You do that for any country too. Yeah, armchair. Maybe they just want armchair travel. Definitely. But people also, they put pressure on themselves and fear, oh, there's crime, I'm gonna get robbed. I gotta learn the language. It's they put all these requirements. You don't need any of those things. Yeah, you may get robbed too, but you may also get robbed in your hometown. So. Look, all that stuff has happened to me. It's not the end of the world. I got robbed, passport stolen a couple times, lost everything. I've been in accidents. I've been hurt. I've been in a motorbike accident, minor one, but I still need to get stitches and patched up for a couple weeks. If they got non-dairy creamer in their powder, come around and get that. This non-dairy creamer is not bad. I just put a little bit of that in. Works for the We're still a little of that creep, but it's like slightly creamy taste in the top. You want to ask me a question? I'll go for it, man. I feel like it's going to be a rude question. You gotta preface it. You want to ask me how last time I took a dump or something, or you want to ask me? Last time I winked. Yeah, a lot of nice ladies in the Philippines. Problem is they're hard to meet. Like, you most have to go online dating because nobody hangs around the streets. You know, actually, cities like New York and Chicago are actually great to meet, and London, Tokyo too. Great to meet women because people take trains and they walk on the street. You just run into people and stuff, you know, like. But if you're in a country where nobody's on the streets, you know, because nobody walks, there's a lack of mass transit. Everybody's behind in the cars, you know. And then there's also there's no nightlife, no nightclubs, which I don't think there's much of that in the Philippines. Then it's almost impossible to meet women in everyday life. Like, you have to go online dating or something. Thailand can be a little bit like that too, but you know, even in Bangkok now, a lot of people walk. But there is an urban life in Bangkok, and there's an urban life, and there's places like there's nightlife too in places like Pattaya. So. But the Philippines, man, some of those, like, I felt like same way in Colombia. Like, where's all the people at? Where's all the women at? You ain't gonna, you know, it's just like this, you know, just kind of dead out everywhere. It's gonna be hard to meet. Like, if I sign up for the gym, it's just to go to the gym. It's not the intention of, but yeah, things like that are. Linus Crabble, I exchange my time. It takes a lot of time and energy and stuff to stream, to hold a camera. Like, nobody wants to be holding a camera all day. I take a lot of time. If people want to give money to, you know, non-charitable organizations, everybody knows that they can do that. But people also, you know, I just tip the person in there. I don't have to defend myself for live streaming, man. It's like. You know, nobody's required to tip, but people like to. They know I'm exchanging my time and to do this. A lot of people enjoy the live streams, and they want to give me something in return. You know, nobody's required to live. I have mods and people who followed me for years. They've never sent one super chat. I don't hold that against them or anything. I don't expect them to ever send a super chat. But it's a personal, individual decision. But you also have no right to belittle or criticize somebody how they spend their money, what they do with their money. You're free to do whatever you want with your money, man. You know, we don't have to get this conversation every day. yeah. It's, you know, he's kind of, I mean, I don't know, maybe he's trying to legitimate question, but it's, I'm basically a busker, you know, I'm a busker that I provide my time to provide something to people who watch this. And some people get value out of these streams. There's a lot of people who, their lives are changed from my YouTube channel. They didn't know anything about Thailand, and they came here because they watched my stuff, and their life was improved greatly. You know, it opened up their eyes. They didn't know anything about it. I've met dozens of people like this. People you know, people like Bimo Ron, Louis Cabo. They came here because of my videos. They didn't really know anything about this place. So I provide a value, a service to them, you know. And in exchange, some people give me a $5, $10, $20 tip, super chat stuff. I say, well, you know, you're not the best vlogger, live stream. I never said I was, but some people find value in what I do and entertainment, and they super chat, you know. So, and this is the service YouTube provides. If you don't like it, you know, go cry to YouTube. We all, like, I give money, I give tips to people myself. I gave like the guy in the boat 100 baht, you know, tip, just generosity. He was a really good boat driver. He you know, took good care of me, and you know, I give homeless people tips, money. You know, I give them money. So you know, big ups Mo, for the $5. But you know, I've been streaming for 5 years, dude. And there's thousands of people doing this. I don't have to defend a dissertation on, you know, like live streaming every single day, you know. Really, Steveopolis? I don't know. I didn't notice that. Hey, big ups Mo, man. Thanks for the $5. Yeah. For a lot of people, like, you know, $5, $10, $20 super chat, it's nothing. It's just like a couple quarters, you know, in a tip jar. You know. I used to super chat a lot of people myself a few years ago, back when I was a little bit better, 2020, when I was a little better financial position. But I stopped because I haven't been in a very good financial position last few years. And I was gonna super chat like, but there's something weird with my Apple account, and I don't know, I haven't been bothered to fix it. So. Yeah, like, it's literally go look. He just leads to more super chats. Here's Parker with $50. Hey, big ups Parker. Mo, Parker, wow, Parker, thank you, man. I never looked to use a troll, Parker. Thank you, man. Thank you, Parker. Yeah, Parker with the 50, man. Thank you. Yeah, I never considered you a troll, Parker. Big ups Mo, Parker, man. Thank you guys. Yeah, we had a lot of super chats today, or yesterday, you know. A lot of super chats yesterday. Linus opened it till. But big ups Parker. Thank you, man. Yeah, some people might look at you, Linus, as a freeloader. Like you benefit and take advantage of people providing a service, and you offer nothing to that person. There's also another way to look at it as being a freeloader. You know, maybe you go through life freeloading everything, you know. Like, people give you stuff, they give you services, and you give nothing back in return. You know, it's scratch your back, scratch the law of the universe. You know, you scratch their back, they scratch your back. You know, I'm not calling you a freeloader, but I'm saying that's another way to look at it. That's the extreme way. Just like you shouldn't call me an e-beggar, I wouldn't call you a freeloader, even if you never super chat. I'm saying if you want to take it to extremes, that's another way to look at it. You know, but big ups Mo and Parker. Thank you guys, because you are in the chats. You watch a lot of live streams. You watch. I see you in a lot of people's live streams. Entertainment. Yeah, big ups Parker. That man, massive, very unexpected. See, I think that might have been Parker's first super chat. I don't remember super chatting. He dropped a $50 bomb. Big ups, Word of Prussia, $5. Word of Prussia. Linus is all right. Like I don't consider him a bad troll or anything, but he's even came really playful. But I don't really want that debate right now. I just try to drink coffee, wake up. But since he was playful, I responded to his question. Or since he was respectful about it, polite about it. Yeah, thank you, Parker, Word of Prussia. Thank you guys. Oh. Big ups, Linus. Like I said, you're not expected a super chat. I said an extreme view would be some people might consider freeloading. There's a thing in economics called freeloading. I don't consider you a freeloader, and you probably don't consider me an e-bagger. Those are extreme views. If you want to money that you would super chat, you give to orphans, yeah, I encourage you to do that. Give to orphans or nonprofit organizations. But everybody's different. Some people, they give money to that and they super chat. Guys, looks like he's scoring. Look at that motorbike. Just as nobody would belittle you for not super chatting, nobody's going to criticize you. You shouldn't criticize streamers nor people who super chat. That's what a lot of trolls do. They call the streamers e-beggars, and they call the people who super chat simps and criticize them. And so they're for doing what they wish with their money. So, if you don't want to be criticized, you shouldn't criticize either. I'm not saying you were, I'm just speaking generalities here. Maybe you have in the past, I don't know. But I don't follow what everybody says all the time. Ross and Rayon, big ups, man. Thanks, Ross. Yeah, Chatham is just a very small, relaxed place. Like I said, if you want a small townhouse, if you want a nice little 2-bedroom townhouse by the beach, a little side soy, you can walk right out your door to the beach. This is probably the perfect place to do it. You can't really do that in Jomtien. Definitely can't do that in Pattaya. Probably can't do that in Phuket or Koh Samui. Maybe Koh Samui you can. Koh Samui's a big island, but yeah. If you just want to live in a low-key town, this would be a good place. I think I would like to live in more of a city. It doesn't have to be a big city, but like Prachuap Khiri Khan would be a nice place, because it's more of a Thai city it's on the coast. If I was to live in a small city, I'd want to live more in like kind of like more of a real city. This is more kind of like a resort city. Anyways, not to keep on this subject, but if nobody ever super chat, there would be no live streaming. The only reason there's any live streams at all on YouTube is because sometimes some people super chat. Yeah, maybe some people would just do it for fun. There are people, I mean, Nemo Ryan's kind of been like that, but I mean, most people, you're not going to spend 10 hours a day streaming for the hell of it. I guess there's Latest Explorer. There are Latest Explorer streaming 10 hours per day. He's not getting anything in return, but maybe he hopes to get something in return in the future. He's hoping to build a channel, you know. So it's hard to say what motivations there are, but this is the business model that YouTube has provided. Yeah, I guess there are people who do stream with no financial remuneration. But you know, his Latest Explorer, doing this for years and not getting anything in return. Maybe he just loves to stream. I don't know. I like streaming too, but I don't know. If I didn't make a dime from streaming, I would probably do it sometimes. But I definitely wouldn't be doing it as much as I do. Ross says Samui is all like this. Yeah, Samui's a pretty big island. Yeah, you don't make any ad revenue on live streams because most live streams are always gets copyrighted by the music. So you may have made some ad revenue, but they always get copyrighted. Now, the one time I did make some ad revenue was the Ohio Walk. Most of those streams didn't get copyrighted because I was out in the country the whole time, walking on trails. So I actually did make like $700-800 in ad revenue for streaming the whole month, in addition to super chats. But yeah. When am I coming back to Pattaya? I don't have immediate plans to come back. I may come back in the future, but I don't know when or if or when. I just go, a lot of times I go day by day, travel day by day. Yeah, but I just talked about this a couple of days ago. It's like we have to have daily discussions of why the business model of live streaming, it's great. Ed says mods aren't paid, they do for free. Yeah, that's a good point. But it could be also the case like the mods enjoy my streams, and they may not help out the streams with super chats or anything, but they help out with modding. So that's what they're offering in return, modding, and they enjoy my streams, But I want to see the same people go up to a guy. Hey, no offense, Lonnie Scrabble, but you would never say that to a guy playing the guitar in the street. Hey, do you think this is right? You collecting money for playing the guitar, providing entertainment on the street? Collecting in a city square where there may be homeless right across, from literally 50 feet away. Linus would never say that. He would never go up to that guy and say, hey, man, you shouldn't be playing this guitar and collecting tips from people for providing nice music, a busker, So, and Liz probably wouldn't even have a problem with that guy, but a live streamer, it's different. He wouldn't have a problem with that guy playing the guitar, How am I baiting for super chats, Black? I wrote a 5-paragraph dissertation about whether it's right or not to live stream. So he started this. You want to blame somebody? I haven't started my coffee. I barely started my coffee. He's first thing in the morning. buskers probably get crap from deranged people. Like, you know, if you hang out in the street for 8 hours, 10 hours, you're gonna run into a couple of deranged people every day, probably every week. It could be a homeless guy, it could be just a deranged guy walking down the street. They probably get crap from some of those people. But in my case, I don't think, you know, Linus isn't deranged, like I said, so that wouldn't apply to him. He wouldn't do that. He wouldn't, you know, go up to a busker and start giving a big long speech of saying busking isn't right. You know, people should be giving those tips to a homeless person instead of to the busker. You know, he's not deranged or anything. He's just you know. But you know, that's his viewpoint. He's allowed to have that. Like I said, it's his viewpoint. It's a valid viewpoint. You're allowed to do what you want with your money. That's the freedom. That's a big part of freedom. Being able to do what you want with your money. You can't do what you want with your money. That's the mark of the beast. That's communism, slavery. You take away a man's right and ability to do what he wants with his money. So you have here's a bucket of rice, a bucket of sugar, and a bucket of corn for the month. This is what they do in Cuba. You know? You get this every month, and that's it. You got a little hole to sleep in, and for that you have to work for us. You know, 60 hours a week. You know? Yeah. So every man has the right to do what they want with their money. Many people, everybody's got a different viewpoint. Like, the reason business exists is because just think how many people would never eat at McDonald's. Yet McDonald's is one of the biggest corporations on earth. Even probably 70% of Americans haven't had a McDonald's burger in a year. Yet there's still a huge corporation. They're everywhere. Because there's enough people who do eat that spend their money at McDonald's. You know, there's people that buy a $20 organic head of lettuce. You know, people who say, "Oh, that guy's wasting resources for buying organic lettuce." You know, it's like you should. So that's just you know, I don't know, man. Maybe some people are just anti-free will, anti-capitalist. You know, if that's your viewpoint, just come and say that right off the bat. You know, I tell people how to spend their money. Instead of like coming at a different angle. Or maybe some people are anti-capitalist and they don't know it. And here's the other thing. Capitalism solves the problem. We just talked about this last night. You know, the world hunger food problem has mostly been solved in the world. You know, 40, 50 years ago, there were a lot of famines, people going hungry, people dying from hunger. People may go hungry to some extent, but there's no famines anymore. Capitalism did that. So you let people have free will and to exchange and create business and create commerce and be productive. Magical things happen where everybody thrives and prospers. If somebody's disadvantaged, they're handicapped, they're disabled, they're in a bad situation, society produces enough to help those people, take care of them, whether it's through government, through temples, through or charitable organizations. You take away people's free will, then it becomes like North Korea. Then everybody's poor. Then everybody's famines. So, you know. hasn't been a large mass famine, and there may have been in South Sudan because it's a war-torn country. So if something like that happens, it's usually because of war or really bad government policies. But there's a lot of bad government policies around the world, and there's still no famine, and there's a lot of war too. There's no mass famines. Like in the 80s and stuff, and 70s, in some places in Africa, like North Korea, there were like famines where 1 million people would die, you know. But something like that hasn't happened, I believe, in a pretty long time. You know. The world, there's more people ever on Earth, and yet everybody's pretty fed. You know, everybody's pretty well fed for the most part. You know, there are obviously exceptions, but you know, the world hunger problem has mostly been solved. You got to think economics and capitalism for that. The government didn't solve. You know, the food business and industry and farming is actually one of the most decentralized capitalistic industries in the world that government has never controlled. Starts at the root from farmers, goes up the chain, supply chain, to companies and stuff. And for the most part, governments, even in like heavily command economies, governments never really been able to control or heavily regulate the food. And I think a lot of governments were smart. Even heavy-handed governments were pretty smart. They didn't want to mess with the food supply chain because they knew if they did, it would just lead to political instability, economic instability, you know, and so they would try to control other things like steel or like automobile, like things that would lead to the production of weapons, you know, like maybe lead to power or like unions, a political base. But they wouldn't mess with they never mess with the food supply, you know. If you actually look at the history of it, and if a country did, some of those African countries did mess with the food supply, like price controls and stuff, and they had famines because they were already a poor country to begin with, and then they started adding price controls and stuff, and then that led to famine. You know. Drought doesn't lead to famine in the modern day age because there's this thing called world trade. So if one country has a lack of food because of drought, well, another country in in West Africa likely has a surplus of food, which they're willing to sell at a higher price to the country that's suffering, or a country from another side of the globe. You know, maybe India has. Thailand's always exporting rice. A lot of African countries actually import rice directly from Thailand, believe it or not. There's a huge rice exporting business to, Thailand exports a lot of rice. And if the price of rice goes up just a little bit, even 5%, Thailand's going to produce more rice. They're going to export more rice. And the more that rice price goes up, the more they're going to produce, because Thailand has the ability to produce a shit ton of rice. And that's just one country. There's a lot of countries out there, and they can ship that in a boat for nothing anywhere around the world. So this is why there's not famines in the world. And the same thing applies to corn. America produces a shit ton of corn. Can't even give it away. They gotta like try to make oil out of it, ethanol. They gotta they put it and make corn syrup. There's so many things, inventions have been made with corn because America produces so much corn that. We make high fructose corn syrup, we make ethanol, and the reason we make all these things is because we're trying to find uses for all this corn. There's just so much corn we can't even give it away. The world works pretty good if you let it work. The capitalist system. You want to mess with it and tell people what they should do, what they can farm, how they spend their money, things like that. That's when things go wrong. You let farmers make the decisions they want to make. You let customers make decisions, and business makes decisions. Free will. Things work out pretty good. cases where there's like bad luck, somebody gets in an auto accident, they're paralyzed or disabled, they can't work. Society produces enough to look after those people. Maybe even their own families are looking after them. In my case, I have somebody in my family that's severely sick and disabled, and she gets looked after. So it's like. Yeah, man, it's kind of triggers me a little bit. It's like every day we gotta explain this stuff and reinvent the wheel. You're 50 years on this earth and you haven't figured this stuff out. Yeah, I gotta explain to you. It get me a little trigger a little bit. I'm probably going to Hawaii tomorrow. Yeah, these 6-spot wafers aren't bad, man. I'm gonna have to start buying these. Look like a character from King of the Hill. Yeah, I could, if I didn't work out another 10 years, if I never worked out, I'd probably look like the guy from King of the Hill. the guy with the glasses and I kind of look like that anyways, but if I didn't work out, in another 10 years, I'd probably really look like that. Anyways, guys, this is Sunday today. This is going to be a low-key stream. Yeah, I mean, sorry I got into this conversation, man. It's like, the guy wrote like a 5-paragraph dissertation. So, and I didn't even have coffee yet. I'd rather just keep everything lighthearted. We talk a little bit about economics and history and stuff sometimes, but I don't know, man. So, anyways, I was just planning on walking and talking today. Walking along the beach, Hua Hin's actually pretty close. In a way, this is sort of like an extension of Hua Hin. Hua Hin's only 23 kilometers. It's like 14 miles. I was looking on the maps. Hua Hin looks pretty big. Maybe it's grown a lot in the last 20 years, 15 years. I was there in 2007. It's like a pretty big place. But it's not like Pattaya. It's more laid back. It's not the city of sin. Although I think there are a few red light streets and stuff. What I've heard. But the whole bar scene in Thailand is not like a real interest to me. You know, it's like if you take Soy Cowboy, Soy Six, Nana Plaza, like the amount of money I've spent in those places is very little. Like I've only been the last 15 years. I maybe only been to Soy Six like 5 or 6, 7 times in 15 years, and a few of those times were just recently. And actually, I had a fun time going there. So I'm not saying it can't be fun, but Soy Six actually got a lot better than it used to be. But yeah, now the place I was big on was Walking Street. But Walking Street is not like 100% hardcore red light either. It's like more. It does have that, but it's also a party place for tourists and for Thais too. It's not a straight hardcore like Nana Plaza. Yeah, the whole bar scene it's not a huge attraction, but it's nice that it's there. Like sometimes it's fun to go to. Soy Six has gotten way better, man. What it was. It used to be just this downtrodden, rough street, hanging on by a thread, you know, real dingy and. Yeah, these generate a lot of crumbs. All right, guys, let's get to walking here. I had a coffee, a bunch of sugar. Yeah, Soy Six now. There's much more of a party in the atmosphere. There's a lot of, very good-looking ladies that I can't deny. And it just looks better, cleaner. Guys, let's walk around. I think this is the most humid time of year in Thailand. It's like extreme humidity. Guys, I'm gonna try to get some miles in. Yeah, sorry to get off on this tangent, man, but I don't know. Yeah, sometimes I do that. I don't know what happens. Like this is how I make a living. I've done it for 5 years. If you haven't figured it out by now, I have to defend how I make a living every day. A dissertation. wouldn't mind checking out some of these condo buildings, but you could live, I bet you these condos are like 7,000 baht a month. You got a view of the ocean. You walk right out here, you're on basically almost beachfront. I think that's the good thing about Cham is it's relaxed, and you sometimes small is an advantage. You know? That can be a little boring and not much going on here, but that's a draw to a lot of people. Katore Condo Hotel. That's a lot of fried rice. Bringing out to the beach. Bringing out 2 giant plates of fried rice. Somebody on the beach is eating there. Got a giant meal. Got Tom Yam Goong too. I'm gonna walk all the way down the beach and back. That fried rice and Tom Yam Goong actually looked like really good stuff. But see, that was a food for like probably 6 people or something. It was like 8 portions of fried rice and a giant thing of Tom Yam Goong. If you want to get something like that yourself as a solo traveler, they're probably going to bring you, you know, like a pretty big plate of fried rice and a big thing of Tom Yam Goong. And you got to pay the full price too. So it's a lot of things are like geared towards group. Like people in Thailand, they don't really travel alone. Everybody travels in groups with friends or with family or with wives and stuff. Because actually, even on this trip, like people ask me, in Pattaya it's normal. Nobody's gonna say like, oh, you're traveling alone. They wouldn't think that's abnormal. But when I got to these small towns, people were asking me, oh, you're traveling alone. You Konde out. That means I'm alone. It's kind of odd, you know, it's kind of odd. They won't think you're odd or anything, but it's for them, it's kind of odd, you know, to travel alone. The enjoyment of travel is like traveling with people, you know, for in a lot of cultures. Travel alone is like considered lonely and not very enjoyable. But in my case, maybe I'm not traveling alone, so I have this live stream. So but I have, you know, I have traveled. I don't mind traveling alone. This is a really nice shop. Yeah, I come back here tomorrow. It's a very, very beautiful shop here. Maybe I get a tea. But see, a lot of the food, a lot of these restaurants and stuff, it's geared towards groups. So like, you order a soup or curry, they're bringing you this big thing, you know, that's meant to be shared by 2, 3, 4 people. You know. I'm gonna get a tea. I'm gonna get a Thai tea, man. It's very cheap, 20 baht. Sawadee Kap. Cha Thai. No bubble. Thai style tea. I'm to go. Or actually, I'll sit here maybe. I'm not gonna sit here long though, but I'm just gonna drink it. I don't want to carry it. And then we're gonna keep walking. Just a very beautiful cafe here. There's a Czech tea. It's very Swai cafe. It's sweet. Is it sweet? Half sugar? Sweet? Sweet, okay. Hello, Mark. This is the Thai iced tea. The Thai iced tea is orange, guys. You never tried this, I recommend it. JJ loves the Thai iced tea. This might actually be the best Thai iced tea I've ever had. It's very delicious. the Thai iced tea is orange. I don't know why it's orange, but if you want the Thai iced tea, just say cha Thai. Cha Thai. Cha is tea. Yes. Yeah, not everybody likes it. Ross hates it. It's made with milk. It's sweet. It's oh, this is like the best Thai iced tea ever had. I'm gonna walk up there and get it again later. It's very delicious. And JJ would love this. He loves Thai iced tea. Oh, my Thai is terrible. But, you know, I still have like a few hundred word vocabulary. I can't speak in sentences or anything. They may have a lot of sugar, but I don't know, however they made it, it's very good. Yeah, I'll pass on the bubbles. The bubble. It's very cheap too, 20 baht. 50 cents. Suko Thai Hotel. Yeah, I got to Thailand, back in July. I bought this hat when I first got here. Like, I was still in Bangkok the first week I was here. I bought it in Khao San Road area. Probably needs a good washing. I saw somebody else with this hat, so it was an Indian guy. I think it was in Pattaya or something. So it must be a common hat. It's the only hat I have. I brought it out today because you know, I have to watch sunburn, watch skin cancer. Yeah, Jerry used to, because he used to spend a lot of time in Thailand. He said, you know, like there's plastic everywhere. It's plastic. So he'd bring his own cup and his own container for fruit. Because, you know, even in fruit, they put it in these plastic bags and stuff. So he would, like, give them the container to chop up the fruit and stuff. Instead of putting it in, and for drinks, see that. So maybe I should do something like that, too. I forgot all about that. Because it's the way things are out here, I just don't even think about it. But, yeah, maybe I should do that myself. This is pretty cool. Yeah, it's plastic upon plastic upon plastic out here, you know. I'm not like anti-plastic, but when you're drinking stuff, you know, you might not want that plastic all the time in your system anyway. So, combination of things, and you know, excessive amount of plastic is probably not good for the environment. But yeah, I'll probably I don't know, maybe I should get something. I need a cup container, so if they were to make me tea, but you know, they might not like that either, because they have a system, a way of doing things. So like, you're giving me some kind of cup to put the tea in. It's like kind of disrupting their workflow, you know. I mean, that place, yeah, like probably wouldn't be a big deal, but you know, some places it depends. It could be a disruption, because you're going against how they normally do business and stuff, you know. Here's a massage and room. Yeah, they may not want to touch the cup. They might, you know, or just it's. So, I don't know. pretty nice. Maybe this isn't that small of a town, city, because it does go along the beach ways. It's like a more laid back Jomtien. Jomtien is pretty laid back, but this is even more so. Yeah, this is the weekend too when it's busier. The weekdays it's even more quiet, substantially more quiet. So if you want a peaceful place, you can come here. Nice hotel. Only thing I don't like here, there's no sidewalk along the beach, no walkway. This stretch of the beach. Yo, big ups, Linus Crabbo. Yeah, I don't nothing against you, man. I just, you know, you stated your piece, I stated mine, so. Just only thing I said, I just did something I want to do first thing in the morning. Kind of get me off in a bad mood a little bit. I'm already even kind of in a bad mood every morning I wake up. Not in a bad mood, but you're a little cranky, you know. That's a lot of times when I get mad at the chat and stuff, or kind of like, you know, not really. Usually if there's something that happens, it's first thing in the morning. Like I really haven't had coffee yet, I got no food in me. You know, maybe I didn't wake up or sleep that great. That's like last few days, a lot of people got banned, but it was all like right away, right in the morning. Then later in the day, I wasn't really paying attention to any troll comments. Like I almost banned Blabbering Fool this morning again. Yeah, I think they know that now. I said it, now they really know it. So like, we get him when he first wakes up. That happened a few days ago. I think I was in Samut Songkram. I banned a lot. And they're still on the ban list. I didn't unban them because they went hard at me. Like, first of all, it pissed me off because I was traveling and I was going to town. So I had like a few people, you're going to Amazon, you're drinking coffee at Chain. So it's like I'm out here traveling. I'm going to cities that not a lot of people go to, travelers. I'm showing you guys live stream. I'm out and I'm still getting this kind of like, attacked first thing in the morning. It was like there was 3 or 4 people, like, and they were leaving lots of messages too. They kept going on and off, and or maybe those comments happen all the time. I just notice them in the morning. I'm a little more trigger happy in the morning. I don't know. I didn't pay much attention to it later. Maybe those comments are happening all the time. I just don't notice it later. The Beach Chow, this is pretty nice. Beach bar open Sunday to Tuesday. Closed Wednesday. Wow, this is a cool, so it's like this was probably pretty nice yesterday. I didn't know because I didn't walk up here last night. This is probably Thursday to Saturday, 10 p.m. The Beach bar. Big ups, Jimbo. You have a mint day too, man. You got any streaming plan? Yeah, so sometimes a lot of coffee in my system. Like yesterday, I was just like walking and rambling. I was like barely even looking at the chat. That's the thing too, is I'm sitting down and drinking coffee, I'm looking at the chat a lot more. Like when I'm walking, I'm not looking at the chat that much. So yeah, that's the time I could get triggered or get trolled a lot. That's what seems to be happening lately. But I remember there was a time I was in Ross and Rayong's resort, and I really kind of woke up on the wrong side. Nothing to do with Ross and Rayong. Sometimes I just wake up on the wrong side of the bed or something, you know. It's like, and I was waking up that morning. I was like, I rage quit 30 minutes in. So I just had like kind of the same thing. Like I had these people in the chat prodding at me like relentlessly. I said, screw this, just close. I went, closed the stream. So I was gonna stream that day, like, maybe. So what I did was I just hung out with Ross, and we just hung out, have a normal time. I didn't stream at all, instead of streaming all day. We went to the durian farm, had some durian. We drove around, did some stuff. And so yeah, I just told Ross, I'm not streaming today. I'm not dealing with this crap. And I actually had a good day, just a normal day off camera. I don't know if Ross remembers, but that was the day we went to the durian farm. Because I did start that day streaming, and I was getting a bunch of crap. I don't remember what I was getting crap about. Like I don't even know what it was about. It's about coffee or something. I don't know what it was about. I was like, screw this. I'm closing the stream for today, guys. No streaming today. It was like a rage quit kind of situation. I wasn't raging, but it was similar to a rage quit. Yeah, I ended up having a pretty good day. No aggravation and no, just hanging out with Ross. Yeah, see, Ross says 20 minutes off fine, so I probably said something to Ross, man, chat was really annoying today. I just had to close the stream. And Ross was hanging with me all day. Yeah, he said that was fine. I wasn't bothered, or I just didn't want to stream that day because I didn't like where the comments were, and that people were giving me a hard time about. I don't know what they were giving me a hard. I don't remember what they were giving me a hard time about. It was something, but it was a lot of nagging. It's like having a nagging wife that's unreasonable, Sometimes a nagging wife has a valid complaints, but sometimes they're just nagging. That's what it was like. Sometimes they're just nagging for the sake of nagging, It's pretty cool. Guys, I don't know, this is pretty nice. I'm glad I'm walking here. This is pretty nice. There's a guy camping in the hammock. You could camp here. Beware of jellyfish. Like, if you're a Seb cam, you could hang in this hammock. I don't think anybody bothered. There's a guy in a hammock right there. If you're a Seb cam running across Thailand, Seb cam was in New Zealand, and he quit. I think he had something in life he had to attend to. But man, when he gets to these countries, because he's a man of very modest economic means. He's like me. He doesn't have much money, and he's trying to run and travel around the world. When he gets to these countries, he loves fruit. He's vegan. He gets to these countries, he's going to be in paradise, man. He's not even going to know, because he's been traveling, and I don't think he's traveled much in these countries. He doesn't know how cheap it is and how easy it is and how much fruit there is and stuff. Sebcam was a big inspiration for me to get into hiking and stuff, all the stuff that a few years ago he ran across America. But doing that like here is way easier in America. America is like very spread out. Here there's like food everywhere, there's hotels everywhere, there's taxis everywhere. If you get in a sticky situation, you can find, you're not going to get stranded or stuck. He had some bad situations in America. He had like heat stroke in South Carolina. He was running on the highway and he came down with heat stroke. A guy helped him, but he was lucky that guy had not been there. some guy had a shop or something, or like a gas station. No, it wasn't a gas station. It was like a mechanic shop. So the guy there helped him, gave him some fluids and helped him out. Like he was dehydrated, but he was a little bit lucky there. Had that guy not been there, he could have been in a bad spot. But here, there's always just things. You're not going to be in a bad situation. A lot of these countries are like that. Mexico's like that too. I told him Mexico's like that. He said Mexico's dangerous. But if he ever gets to these countries like Malaysia, Thailand, Vietnam, the only thing you got to worry about is what he does is the roads. The roads are dangerous and you get run over. There's not always like great respect for pedestrians, or it's just oversight or carelessness. So, but other than that, like this is gravy doing what he's doing. He's a hammock running across the countries. The other thing could be the weather, but I think he's pretty tough at dealing with that. It could be kind of hot to run all the time. Sebcam ran across America and vlogged it. 400 vlogs. Started in Florida and he ran all the way to California. It's one of the greatest vlogging adventures on YouTube ever. He did that back during the pandemic, 2020. I was watching it. No, this is just the beachfront. It's a public beach. There's a guy camping over there. There's right across the street. There's food, street food. There's fruit. 7-Eleven, hotel. So it's like you need a motorbike taxi or something, or you got everything you need. Trash can. You got some stuff to throw away. The problem like doing that stuff in America, a lot of America is desolate. It's just like forests or mountains, deserts, plains. It's sparsely unpopulated. There are parts of America that are very densely populated, like the Northeast and some parts of California and stuff. But a lot of it's just desolate, and you're just running, and there's no stores, there's nothing. You're just out in the middle of nowhere all the time. And even sometimes in the town, like there's no hotel, there's no. It's hard to get food. Remember, he's not in a car. Everything in America too, you have to do with the car. Everything's kind of, if you're on foot or doing some kind of adventure on bike or foot or running, it gets hard. But if these countries had some kind of trails, they'd be perfect. It's like they have everything. The only thing they don't have, like I said, they don't have trails, and you have to share the road with cars, which vehicles and trucks, which could be dangerous. You got cafes here. You always got something nearby. Even if it's just like a little village, there's always something. Yeah, and sometimes you gotta avoid the cities. So like you even get to a city and it's like a shithole or something. And you get to a city and it's Youngstown, Ohio, or East St. Louis, Illinois. And there's no, those places don't even have any stores. Like East St. Louis, like you can't even find a grocery store in those places, or you gotta go like 4 miles out of town or something to get a grocery store. Yeah, America is a good and a bad place to adventure, because they do have trails. They got the hiking trails, they got bike trails, they got great bike trails. America is pretty good for bike trails. If you want to like bike across America, because the bike actually solves a lot of the distance problems, Whereas on foot and the distance problems are kind of too much. That's why I really admire Seb, because he conquered a very difficult country on foot. bike would have been like way easier and enjoyable, less harships. But these countries like Europe, Southeast Asia, China, India, they have everything to travel by foot. And you know, if you need a taxi or something, you got that too. But what they don't have is like trails. So they just had trails, like, it'd be amazing. You have to try to like walk on the road and stuff. Anyway, it's just we're getting out kind of in the middle of nowhere. It's just a random massage place, some more. There's some kind of business there. Got some horses over here. Oh, cows. Cows crossing the street. Cafe steak pasta place over there. So steak and pasta. There's always businesses, people. You know, you could be out in a little village in the middle of nowhere and there's somebody cooking some food, selling it to people. Even if they only get a few customers a day. Mexico is kind of like that too. Mexico is a lot of these developing countries are like that. There's a lot of small business, a lot of entrepreneurship and small business. Cow dung. Baby cow. I don't know if I need this hat. I'm sweating pretty good. Kind of getting used to the extreme humidity. I just have to, well, you know, in another couple of months, it'll be like perfect weather. This is cool. I don't see a lot of Thai countryside, so I kind of like seeing this. Mostly in the cities. I wouldn't call this like straight up countryside. It's because you're still kind of in an urban area, but it's a mix of the two. So I'm gonna keep walking. Like I said, I could just keep walking straight as far as I want. If I want to turn around, I get a grab taxi or maybe find a motorbike, even hitchhike. You know, you're not gonna. There's a guy waving. That guy probably would give me a ride. He's waving at me right now. I was like, you're not gonna ever get stranded, you know, stuck in the middle of nowhere. Look at that. It's a weird pretty weird statue. Breathing heavy, am I okay? I think I'm okay. There's a monk in the forest over there. This is, you get out in the country, man, you see cool stuff you don't see in the cities, you know. There's a monk meditating in the forest. Maybe there's a temple back here or something. There's a Buddha tree. Sacred tree. Yeah, Thailand country streams could be a thing, man. Because a lot of places in the world, you got like good internet in the city, but you don't have it in the country. Here, we got good internet everywhere, I think. Some dogs. Silly dogs. Look very friendly and very happy. There's a monk over there wandering around in the forest. It's a nice forest. See, you could probably camp right here with your tent and stuff, like some of these places. This might be, you know, sometimes it might be private property, but this might be private property. But yeah, you could do some camping out here once you get out of the city. The thing about camping in Thailand too is like you don't have to worry about anybody robbing you or anything in the middle of the night. I mean, I suppose it could happen, but a lot of countries I would be a little bit scared to stealth camp. You don't know what's gonna happen. You know? But I was a little bit scared in America to stealth camp. It looks like the road's ending here, so this is probably gonna take me back to the main road. Like a sacred forest, very, very beautiful forest. There's a couple of monks in there. We're just walking around, exploring, getting out, walking around, exploring, not really minding too much where we end up, just seeing what's along the way here. You know, seeing all the cool stuff. Like just in the last 5 minutes, I saw a monk in the forest, some soy dogs, a weird looking temple I've never seen before, some cool trees, some cool campgrounds, a guy waved down me in the motorbike, just a lady smiled on the land of smiles on the motorbike there. This is all stuff I just saw in the last 5 minutes. You guys may have saw some of that too on the camera. So I just walk and enjoy the environment and the scenery and the sights. I've never been here before, or I've never even been in this town before. Yeah, I saw some cows. Forgot about the cows, yeah. This is all just in the last 5 minutes. Cha'am Jetty, drawbridge of blue crab pulling. Let's go check this out. Let's go back here, see what's back here. Very beautiful garden at home. I don't know what language they were speaking, but playing music. It wasn't Thai. It might have been Burmese, or they might have been refugees, Rohingya refugees. But they're speaking a strange language I never heard. The guy's looking at me. Just waved at him. Some mountains in the distance. A lot of the south, you just got a narrow coastal strip, and then it's like mountains and jungle. So there's just a narrow coastal strip of civilization. Once you leave that coastal strip, it's just a remote wilderness. And the dogs all seem pretty friendly in this town. It seems like in the cities, the dogs are a little more stressed out. Once you get out of the city, yeah, the dogs are cool. They're just smiling and wagging their tail and that. But like, when I'm in the town walking around, oh, look at this. Like, it must be a little train track or something. When you're in the city walking around, the dogs are all like barking all the time. I don't think cities are really a place for dogs. Unless it's like a Shih Tzu or a Foo dog that just lives in your apartment most of the time. It's a dirt road. This looks like a farm or something, or just it's a house back there. Somebody's, a couple houses, big houses back there. That's a big dog there, pretty big dog. A little bigger than normal, not real big, but bigger than normal. Guys selling some fruit. I might get some fruit. Hey, buddy. Let's get some fruit here. Everybody's lining up to get some fruit. Sorry, Cap. Get some fruit here. See, they got watermelon, pineapple, dog fruit. Hey, buddy. What this is. Tiêuไม่มากนิดนิดเดี๋ยวเยอะแล้วครับอันนี้ม่วงดองม่วงดองเปรี้ยวเฮ้ยบ้าดิดองใช่ไหมเริ่มเปรี้ยวนี่แล้วพริกเกลือเราด้วยไหมครับไม่ใช่ของจริงของมันไม่หลงแตงโมเท่าไหร่ครับแตงโม20ครับ20เอาหนึ่งครับได้ Some watermelon. running out of battery here. I don't know. Tang Mo, which is watermelon. Tao Rai Cop. How much is it, please? He said, Yusuf baht, 20 baht. And I said, I'll new cop. I would like one. Like that stuff I can say, but anything like more complicated. Actually, even a lot of that stuff is only, like I say, just like related to food. I don't, my vocabulary is very limited. Yeah, I'll tell you what little Thai I know, guys. Learn a little Thai with you. You guys have actually taught me some Thai. You taught me the difference between non-cop and key-cop. I didn't know that. Yo, Frankie, big ups. Frankie with the 20 bucks. Thank you, Frankie. Frankie, man, very nice. Parker, Frankie, some big super chats this morning. Thank you, guys. Yeah, we're just out here exploring. Looks like we got some waterway over here. Yo, big ups, Frankie. Thank you very much. An interesting little seaside village here. I missed this. Yo, big ups, Frankie. Oh, I did miss a super chat. We got Ads Bohemian. Paid for the fruit. 2 Aussies. Thank you, Ads. Thank you, Ads, and thank you, Frankie. Thank you, guys. Yes, we're walking for super chats. Thank you for the compliment, Jimbo. Jimbo says it's more. This is more entertaining than a TV show. Big ups, Jimbo. Thank you, Dad. Yep. Thanks again to Parker with that $50 bomb today earlier. I'm gonna if I find the water, I'm gonna sit down and have this watermelon for a few minutes. I gotta find a place to sit down, comfortable place. Looks like we're right by the ocean. It's like a fishing area. Fishing village. You see these colorful boats. They're not there for decoration. They're working boats. They're fishing boats. But I guess they just like to paint them, make them look nice. Those are all fishing boats over there too. I think there's a lot of Burmese in this area because that camp I walked by, those guys were talking like a strange language. I saw a couple people, they had like their face painted and stuff. There's a lot of Burmese in this area. A lot of Burmese work in different construction and fishing industries and stuff. Yeah, my intention today was just come out and walk a lot. But it's a seafood restaurant, guys. You can get some good seafood here. Might come back here for lunch. Prawns, oysters, mussels. I don't know what those things are. I've never even seen these creatures before. Whatever they are, I'm sure they're probably pretty good. Kind of cephalopods or something. I bet you this is a good seafood restaurant right here. I'm gonna keep walking. I might eat later. Sorry, Cap. Dogs hanging around for fish scraps. More prawns. I wouldn't mind some prawns, man. That's a specialty of Thailand. I haven't had prawns in a long time. There's a lot of fishing industry going on here. Offloading it to the boats. Fishing's a big business in Thailand. And everywhere, every coastal town's got, seems like they got like these big fishing boats and stuff. Go back. I don't know if there's much to see up there. Go back the other way. I need to eat my food real quick. I'm just gonna put my camera right here. Right there. Very good watermelon. See, it's got like a deep red, but sometimes if it's deep red, it's kind of like overripe, going rotten. It's like perfect. It's not overripe, but it's the right, perfect amount of ripeness. I like it has the seeds in it still too. Like I prefer watermelon with seeds. I just eat it with the watermelon. A lot of watermelon. Hey, how's it going? What's going on with my battery here? I think the phone's overheating. I see some big storm clouds. I might head back towards where my hotel is. Otherwise, I might get stuck in the rain. I'm sure I could take shelter and get a grab if I need to, but nothing big to worry about. But I was gonna head back that direction anyways. I might go back to the main. I kind of want to go back to the main road. Although walking on the beach was very pleasant. To head back to the main road. I might just go back the way I came. So it's pretty interesting walk. I wouldn't mind eating at the seafood restaurant, but I'm not that hungry actually. So especially after they're on that watermelon. Fish, river prawns. Super chats have been fine, no complaints. Very good super chats. Very nice. We're making money out here. We're spending money to travel, but we're making that and quite a bit more after that. So. All's good out here in Thailand. We're enjoying ourselves too. That's important too. We're enjoying ourselves. Hopefully the chat also is getting some enjoyment out of these streams. I think people are, because I've been getting some nice comments since I started this trip. The chat keeps freezing. We're having this freezing issue, overheating, maybe phone overheating. So if you don't see me respond to comments, or if I miss a super chat or something, it could be because it's frozen. It seems like when the super chat comes in, the chat like triggers. The chat comes to life. Other times it seems like it'll be freezing for a few minutes. It's a problem I've had the last few days. Oh man. Yeah, this is like a little fishing village north of Cham. See, like I said, even this little village, there's like restaurants, coffee shops, there's a fruit seller, there's always, you even got a massage place right here, boom. So there's always businesses, people there to serve you, like there to take care of you. You're not gonna go in need. Even worst case scenario, if you got to hitchhike, I've hitchhiked a couple of times in Thailand. Last trip last year, and one time I was in a bad spot. I didn't know it. Like I was in it was nighttime. I was on the side of the highway. This wasn't Rayong. I was really far from the city. I didn't realize how far it was. I thought it was a lot closer. And two ladies come pick me up in their pickup truck. They pulled up like they were considerate. I wasn't even trying to hitchhike. I was just trying to walk. So they're like, "Hey, what are you doing? You're real far, you're real far from everything and real far from the city." So they drove me all the way to the city. Very, very nice people out in the countryside in Thailand. Like people will help you if you really need it too. Like I didn't even ask for that. I jumped in the back of the pickup truck. It was in a vlog. You can see that on the CCC channel. That vlog is still there. I went to Rayong. I left Pattaya. I was gonna like do a trip, like start traveling, kind of do what I'm doing now. That was my plan, but I decided against it. I went back to my room. Went back to Pattaya. The vlog, the very thing I'm talking about was documented in a vlog. If you look for the thumbnail with me, the thumbnail is my face and Sean's face. So Sean dropped me off on Sukhumvit on his motorbike, and the thumbnail was me and him. It was a vlog I did last year on the CCC channel, Cheap Charlie Chronicles. So I hadn't rode the minivan to Rayong, you know, so I got off in the wrong stop. I hadn't done that before. I got off way too early, and so I was just kind of on the side of the road walking. It was nighttime, and I was like in the middle of nowhere. It was like a no man's land, and this pickup truck pulls up and said, "Hey, you need help? Where are you going?" You know. So I hopped in the back of the pickup truck, and they took me all the way to Rayong. It was like 5, 6, 7 miles away. And another time, me and Wander Nirvana hitchhiked. You also see that in the vlog. Around about the same time, we were in Bang Sen. A guy in a pickup truck picked us up. I've seen a lot of people have pickup trucks, so they'll pick you up, man. You just hop in the back of the pickup truck. Hey guys. Yeah, I made some vlogs last year. I made about 15 vlogs last trip to Thailand. I was in Thailand for 4 months, so I was mostly streaming. I did make some videos, a few videos, about 10, 15. A couple hotel videos. I did the Chaba Hut Resort. Really nice place. Yeah, feel free to check those vlogs out. Cheap Charlie Chronicles, that's my other channel. All that stuff I talked about was all in the videos. I didn't know it was so easy to hitchhike. You get out in the countryside, we could even do it as an experiment. Try to hitchhike back to our hotel. You get in the tourist areas or cities, it gets a little tougher. So maybe nobody's gonna pick you up in a city or a tourist area, but when you're out like in random areas like this is kind of a random area. Stand inside the road to hitchhike. In both cases, in my case, it was like a few minutes. In Bang Sen, it was like, it literally took us like 2 minutes to get a ride. No, that channel got remonetized. September 6th, I reapplied. So I came from this way, I believe, pretty sure. So maybe this was where that forest was. There's like a temple here. So maybe I'm gonna go up here. If it rains, like I said, it's no big deal. These storm clouds don't look too threatening. So we'll go this way, see what's over this way. Huge home, 3 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms, 4 million baht. Pretty good price, 100,000 bucks, 130,000. Huge home, pool, villa. Start 4.2 million baht. Sometimes if you start howling, that dogs will howl with you. You guys ever had a pet dog? You just start howling, like, and it just starts howling with you. I should try that with the street dogs. It works with a lot of pets. Yo, big ups to Mike with the 10 bucks. Nice change of scenery. We live for this, okay? Big ups, Mike, long time viewer there. Thank you, Mike. Yo, big ups, Mike. Thank you very much. Mike, Hello, Saudi Cop. Yo, big ups, Mike. Thanks very much. It's kind of like a residential area back here. What did they used to have a schnauzer? It wasn't my schnauzer, but it was a relative schnauzer. I see there's a few dogs, but you would howl like you do, and it would start howling with you. You know, I'll try out the street dogs sometimes. You hate dogs? Yeah, I like dogs, cats. I like all animals. I love animals. But, some people from the country that grew up in the country, they don't like dogs and cats and stuff. You see a lot of them developing. It's not that they hate them. They'd rather not like be around them or have them, you know, in their house, or they don't want to really. But yeah, they grew up with animals their whole life. You grow up in the country, you're surrounded by animals. I have some relatives like that. They grew up in the country. They don't really, they're not like against dogs, but they're not like big dog lovers or cat lovers and stuff. A little different perspective. You grew up in the country. Maybe I should go back the other way. It's pretty remote back here. I think there should be a main road up here somewhere. Let's just keep going this way. There's another dog. Yeah, not everybody loves dogs and cats, animals in general. A lot of people, animals are just utilitarian, you know. It's just they serve a purpose. A lot of country people are like that. They have that kind of viewpoint. Like city people and suburbanites and country people tend to have a different perspective when it comes to animals, you know. Was that politician in South Dakota? She said something like that Republican governor, I think, in South Dakota. She's a lady. She's like maybe part Native, half Native American or something. A lot of Native Americans in the Dakotas. Sue. She's a pretty good looker too, governor. But she said something about shooting dogs or something. She's a country lady. South Dakota is all country. She has a big farm. But she said like if a dog is like acting up or it's misbehaving or it's a problem dog, she just shoots it. That's what they do in the country. Dogs not serving a purpose. Not all country people do that, farmers, but a lot do. So there was a big backlash against that. Oh my God, that's so bad, But Christy Noem, that's her name. But that's how it is in the country around the world, It's if the animal's not serving a purpose or in the farm or in the property, they're not gonna maybe keep it around, I bet you it's the same thing here, maybe even more so here. They may keep a dog around, like a lame dog or a problem dog, but they'll keep it around here and keep it around there too in America. But I said not always, You got a dog there, a shepherd dog with these cow here tending to the shepherd. Big ups, Mike. Thanks for the $10. Yeah, I like cows and pigs too. Like cows are very beautiful animals. They're very majestic, pigs are a lot of character, funny, smart. That's, you know, that's why a lot of people go vegan. Like, how can you eat these animals? That's why I kind of want to go vegan, or at least vegetarian, maybe. You know, the Indians don't eat cows. They eat cows everywhere. They're not vegan, but they're vegetarian. They do eat milk and butter and stuff. And actually, a lot of calories come from the cow, but it's all in the form of milk and butter and cheese and stuff. So it's a big part of the Indian food. But the Indians look at it as like the cows are sacred because they're giving human life in the form of their milk and stuff. And to kill a cow to eat their meat is like, it's like sacrilegious. That's what the Hindus believe. Because like they're like providing life to humans. The cows. So maybe vegetarian is the way to go. A million Hindus, dude. And they got a lot of good food in India too. They figured out how to make good food without having to rely on meat. With all the spices and vegetables and now the Sikhs and the Muslims in India eat meat. That's why you can find beef and stuff still, but the Hindus don't. There's also the Jains. The Jains, they're only like 5-10 million people. There's another religion. They're even stricter vegetarians. And the Jains believe in not even harming like an insect, like never harming any living being. So like that you would want to harm, but like for example, like you wouldn't step on a bug or something, you know. Or if a bug was in your house or a spider, you wouldn't kill it. You would just take it out to release it. You know. That's the Jains. You guys ever heard of the Jain religion? That's in India too. They're another religion. I don't know much about them, but I do know that part about them. I think eventually, I don't know where I'm going, but eventually we'll run into the main road, I assume. And then I'll walk back towards my beach. So we're just going for a long walk today, guys. Exploring the community a little bit. That's one way to make a wall, protect the wall. I've seen that before. Probably cheaper than using barbed wire or empty beer bottles. Yeah, but these roads are pleasant to walk on. There's not a lot of traffic. I don't like walking on the highway. You know, you got 4 lanes of traffic going fast, trucks flying by. Sometimes that's the only way to get from place to place. Like maybe the road I come up to next is going to be a big road. I'll have to walk down it. This kind of road is pleasant. Yeah, it doesn't take long for you to get out in the country in this town. There's a few houses here and there are a few developments. It's pretty much just countryside out here. That's a real small beach town, Cham. Stretch of a walk here, but some big property over there. That glass wall still going. It's a big wall. Some big plantation or something. Maybe it's a big fruit plantation. It's like there might be a few houses or some kind of buildings. I can't really tell. Stick up here. It's like we got a road up here. So hopefully there's a sidewalk on this road. If not, if it's sketchy, I'll have to get a grab or something. I don't want to walk. I've walked a pretty long ways. I don't want to retrace my steps. One thing I don't really like doing too much, I don't mind retracing steps if it's like a half mile, but if it's like 2-3 miles, which is probably what I did, I don't like retracing steps. But if there's like a sidewalk or something, I'll just walk down that road. He didn't slow up for me, that's for sure. In fact, went faster. Kids, you know, dogs playing. There were kids on this street. Remember they said hello? Too, they could be on a motorbike or something, or a little bike. Looks like the main road's right here. Yeah, if I lived in Thailand, I wouldn't have my house on a road like this if I had kids, because I know there'd be guys like that driving down the road once in a while. So I wanna have a safe place for my kids to play, not get run over by a guy going 80 miles an hour in a pickup truck. It's not just, they can be in a motorbike too. There's guys in motorbikes that they just go fun. Sometimes they just go fast for fun, you know. They just want to go fast. Other times, like that guy looked like he was angry or something. They go fast because they're agitated, angry. I mean, they do that in America too. That's a good, well, anywhere in the world. Okay, this looks like the main road, guys. I think you can walk this road all the way to Hua Hin. I might do that tomorrow. I'm gonna walk all the way to Hua Hin. It looks like there's a sidewalk too. Selling some watermelons. $20 for a watermelon. Noodle soup or watermelon. See, you're not gonna, this is what I mean. We're just on a random area side of the road. There's noodle soup, there's watermelon, it's super cheap. And you see this all over the Thai countryside. I used to live in a village, you know, like 6 hours, 7 hours north of Bangkok. You know, there's just little villages and stuff. Not much population, and there are still like these kind of restaurants and businesses and stuff. Even in the countryside, you know, just random roads. Because I would go eat those places sometimes. Like, and just set up a little business outside their house, you know. Wow, look at these mountains. Look at that house. Holy cow, dude. rich person lives there. Some nice mountains in the background. Very cool. Take the old train to Hua Hin. It's only 6 baht. I was thinking about walking from Cha Am tomorrow, Cha Am to Hua Hin. It's only like 24 kilometers. It's like, or maybe 22 kilometers, which is like, 13, 14 miles. That's actually a lot. If I don't make it, I could get a Grab or something. Just, like, I could attempt it. Yeah, see, you get over there, like I said, a lot of the whole way down the south is just a narrow coastal strip. The other side of those mountains might be Burma. So it's a narrow strip of land. Well, I'm doing a long walk today. There's a lot of humidity. The problem I have is if the sun's beating down on you. I actually prefer this being cloudy, because if it's hot and humid, I can deal with it. But if the sun's beating on me, I get sunburned, my phone overheats. So yeah, if tomorrow, if it's sunny, I won't attempt to walk it. But if it's like this is perfect for walking. Yesterday was pretty sunny. And they got a sidewalk here. I don't know if the sidewalk goes the whole way, but it's a pretty nice sidewalk. There's a little, I passed a coffee shop, a restaurant, watermelon stand. I just got on this road, so there's stuff you can get, keep you fueled up for the walk. I'm sure at some point there's probably a 7-Eleven or something, or, you know. More cows, a lot of cows. Backer says looks like 27 kilometers. Okay, yeah, that might be a little too far. I thought Sean, the guy I was hanging out with last night, I thought he said it was like 22 or 23. 27 is a little bit pushing it. That's like 17 miles or 16 miles. I don't know what you don't know what the conditions. You know, if you know you have a straight trail ahead, yeah, maybe you can walk it. But maybe, you know, it gets like there's a road, there's no sidewalk, it gets difficult. I don't know what the conditions are in that walk. So, and it's far. I mean, it's a long walk. So, yeah, that might be too much. .7 miles, yep. See, it looks like the sidewalk might end. It's just got bushes, so you gotta walk in the road. You know, it's dangerous. Or I gotta cross the street to get to the sidewalk, which would be all right. But so I don't know what the conditions are gonna be. Like, looks like the sidewalk ends here. I gotta walk in the road now. Sean says he bikes this road. Looks like the sidewalk might pick up. I'm using the camera for eyes in the back of my head, make sure a car's not gonna hit me right now. A motorbike. This is supposed to be a motorbike lane. You could walk through that. Is this a motorbike lane or a bike lane? Oh, it's like a bike lane, an actual bike lane. I don't know if I've ever seen one of those in Thailand. This is actually cool, you know? These clouds in the midst of the hills. See, look, this guy's going down. So you get hit by that guy, you just walk out in the middle of this all the time. He's going pretty fast too. You go around a curve, he'd hit you. So this is more of a motorbike lane, guys. It's starting to rain, so shit, get stuck in the rain. Sorry. But hey, Stu D, big up. So yeah, you don't make that assumption. Oh, I just walk. This is for pedestrians. No, you get hit. It's not the way. That's not the way the developing world works, guys. Look, there's a car going down that road on the curb too. The car will hit you. That guy in the cart will hit you. You know, potentially. So I'd rather not walk in the road if I can avoid it. Yeah, that was funny comment, bike lane. The bike lane to yourself. Like right afterwards, like 2 cars, 4 motorbikes come down the road. You got the whole bike lane to yourself. That's not the way it works out here, my dude. If there's a bike lane, vehicles are gonna be using it. Hell, they use the sidewalks. They go against a different direction. Yeah, that guy, the first guy that came by, he had one of those carts. Those things are dangerous to begin with, and he was going fast, man. He was flying. I could have been on that thing, and man, it would have been ugly for both. He probably would have got thrown off the bike. I would have probably been wrecked. Yeah, well, just like carelessly walking and he didn't see me, especially low visibility around a curve. Yeah, like that's why I'm a defensive driver and a defensive walker too. I don't just take things for granted. You don't take things for granted. Oh, I got hit by 2 vehicles in Pattaya the last couple of weeks. A car hit me in my leg and a motorbike hit me. I didn't get hurt because they were both going slow, but they both hit me, made contact. The motorbike was going the wrong way. I was trying to cross the street. And the car is I was just like buying some fruit. My back turned to it, bumped into my leg. Yo, Stu D, thank you. Big up, Stu D. Thank you very much, Stu D. Might be a time to try to hitchhike. Because I got my passport and stuff. I don't want it to get wet. I wasn't planning on hitchhiking, but I might need to now. But I wouldn't care if I got some stuff I don't want to get wet in my bag. This isn't like a waterproof bag or anything. That you would have stopped. I thought you might have stopped, but you just don't throw. I think the truck will probably pick me up. Hitchhiking is not really part of the culture in Thailand, you know. So, but we might get somebody to stop, or maybe I'll just keep walking. It's just a little shower, it's passing. All right, we're back. Yeah, it's fine. Sun's already peeking out. Fires ruin our forest. There's another person walking. Actually, this rain feels pretty good. I just don't want my like passport to get wet. That's the main thing. Hey, rain feels pretty good, huh? Humid. Only Faring's out walking now. Me and her. Hey, how's it going? Oh, I just go Cham, Nitnoy. Oh, okay, Kapun Kap. Thank you. Yeah. Huh? Oh, that I need that. Okay. Oh, there we go. See, I didn't have to ask. You gotta love it, man. The Thais. No, Thai guy just picking me up, being nice. They were letting me go in the back of the cab, but I said, no, I'll just stay in the back. I don't want to get in the car with. It actually feels nice. It feels so humid. Yeah, but I don't think it's pretty good. That fine. Yeah, they're saying I could go in the cab, but water park. Right. Yo, Cookie in the chat. Big ups, Cookie. Got a Man United sticker. They're big soccer fans. Mostly the English league they follow. All of the other leagues. Yeah, your passport gets wet and stuff. I suppose I could get a place to get it. It gets wet. Yeah, some countries they'll like protect you if your passport's wearing you a little bit. Just check it. I should probably have it in a cover. Point,อันนี้ก็ได้อันนี้ I don't know if they heard me. I think this is the main. Stop raining. Oh, here? Okay. All right, I just gave them a thumbs up. They see me. Yeah, I walk. Yeah, I just walk here. Kapun Kap. Awesome, guys. We got a ride. So yeah, I got back to town here. Those guys picked me up. Yeah, like hitchhiking is not even a part of the culture here. Like, it's not a tradition, but people will just pick you up out of niceness. They see you're on the side of the road walking. They gotta help that guy out, you know. Not a lot of countries people do that. Well, I was just gonna walk, but I guess cookie. Now, you know, if it rains real hard again, we could just go to a restaurant or something. I'm actually starting to get a little hungry now. He wasn't doing it for money. He was just doing it out of kindness. I said thank you, and I gave him a why too. You know, I why'd and thank you. Why is yeah, he wasn't doing it for money. He was just doing it out of kindness. A lot of people, you give them try to give them a tip or something, they reject it. Like the last 3 or 4 times I tried to tip people, I've been rejected. Actually, 20 baht tip. Here's some pork here. Yeah, like actually, when that guy picked me and Wanderer up, we tried to give him some money. Like we tried to give him 100 baht, he refused. When a guy picked me and Wanderer up in Bang Sen. I tried a few times, so I just assume now, and then I think that lady too. I just assume they're doing it out of kindness. They're not doing it for money. It's a taxi. It's different, yeah. Yeah, some people will get offended. Like, dude, I was yesterday. I was on Livestream. I was trying to tip the guy 20 baht. I think he was like offended. The guy where I had the spaghetti. You're not offended, but like it was like unusual. Like he wasn't taking it. And it's like I don't really think. Yeah, okay, guys, let's get some food somewhere. Yeah, this must be like a pig specialty place. It's like 4 pork restaurants in a row. They got grilled pig and grilled chicken. He wasn't offended. It was like unusual. He looked at it as unusual to tip. Like very unusual. He's actually very nice guy. Man, some of you guys, you got no clue. You got no clue, dudes. Like that guy that just picked me up, just out of niceness. I'm actually a pretty big tipper. I tipped like the guy in the boat 100 baht because he was working. That was his business, you know. The guy in the floating market. But in that situation, the guy was just picking me up, you know. He may have accepted a tip, but he probably wouldn't have. Okay, they got some food here. This place looks pretty good. Maybe I'll eat here. Beef wrapped pork belly. Sorry, Cap?
We have this small menu.
Oh, okay.
We have the Thai food, tom yum.
Okay.
Fried rice.
Okay, maybe I eat here. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
Sorry, Cap. Is it okay? I'm wet. I got in the rain. I'm
It's okay.
very wet. Okay.
Restroom over there.
Oh, okay. Sorry, maybe I keep walking because I want to get a little bit dry. Maybe I'll walk, take a drive. Sorry. Thank you. Okay.
Coffee.
Thank you. Oh. Or maybe I keep walking, I think. I want to try. Actually, I was going to eat there, but then the music, I was right next to the speaker, so I didn't want to get copyrighted and stuff. And there's somebody sitting in the front. So I didn't want to get copyrighted by the music, so I had to change. I had to cancel that one. Plus, those were like leather seats. I didn't want to screw up their seats too, you know. All my wetness. There's Macro food service. That's where you get really cheap food. Yeah, the food there looked pretty good, but I was just gonna maybe get a roadside stall somewhere. A lot of roadside stalls. There's one right here. Durian. They do grow some durian in this part of Thailand. This is quite local. I think Phetchaburi and some of these provinces, they do got some durian. Let's get some grilled chicken or something. Right here, everybody's grilling stuff. They got a grilled pork, grilled chicken. Coffee shop, tea shop. I think this probably will take me close back to my hotel. It's like a main road. All right, that's my hitchhiking, guys, in Thailand. 2 last year, and I was just gonna walk there. A guy stopped picking me up, said I need help, go somewhere. We got kratom. I've never had it before. Kratom is kind of like it's a legal herb narcotic, I guess. I guess it's like a narcotic, but it's legal. I never had this stuff. I think, you know, I dabble with the edibles sometimes. It's enough. I need to add more stuff. Yeah, I've never had kratom, so I'm not going to start. Maybe it's something good, but I don't really need to mess with it. Got passed. So what do you cup? What do you cup? Do you pad krapao mine? Kai? Pad krapao and Kai? Kai. Guy. Just making pad krapao chicken. Need Coca-Cola ไหม Need Coca-Cola น้ำเปล่า Okay เอาน้ำเปล่าอันนี้ Okay. Just gonna cook. I got a little table here to eat. kind of rather eat here than a nice restaurant anyways. So I'm all wet. Cup and cup. A little plastic stool. Yeah, fine. Stick to your Royal Garden Mall, your safe place. Sizzler. You eat every day. I'm not gonna let Fonz live that down. He says he eats at Sizzler every meal. Cause he sure gives me a lot of shit. Passport didn't get too wet, but had I remained in the heavy rain, I could have had. I got this. This is like a waterproof bag. I can put it in here. I think that's what I was doing. This is my camping gear. It doesn't really fit. It fits. Yeah, I already had a. Yeah, the thing is, I got other stuff in here, so it doesn't really fit. But this is, I think, intended as a passport bag. I gotta maybe rearrange some stuff. Oh, chili that. Some of this water off my I can't get the water off because I get maybe oh well. You said like you were lying. You said you mostly eat at Sizzler. You said something like that, or you mostly, that's where you get all your food. You mostly eat at Sizzler. You don't eat the street food, you just mostly eat at Sizzler, you said. I remember what you said, Fonz. Yo, Patrick, peace. Patrick, peace, thank you. Wishing you well, Billy Blue. Have a good travel. Hey, thank you. Thank you. There's nothing wrong. You eat at Sizzler. Saying like this might be a really good meal. You know, why you talking it down? You know. Yo, big ups, Patrick. Oh, that water's coming in clutch. But yeah, if you have a driver's license, that's a good point, Bobby. You have a Thai driver's license. I never thought about that. It doesn't do you much good outside the country, but yeah, within Thailand, it's quite nice. Yeah. Pretty field out here. Some nice flowers. Just imagine if you camped at the beach, you walked everywhere, hitchhiking. Wow, it's such good. Nice. You got an egg, cucumbers, chicken, basil. It's very good. Just pad kapow. 50 baht. $1.50. Very nice meal right here. A little fish sauce on it. $50, $1.50. Big ups, nice super chat, five Canadians. Patrick, peace, thank you, Patrick. Very good, guys. We're out of the city now, so you're gonna see me in a lot of these kind of countryside places, you know. The city is the city, the country is the country. Both got their pros and cons. Yo, Pocklington chicken next to the five British pounds. I'm the biggest in the genre. Thank you, Pocklington. Yo, big ups, Pocklington. More fish sauce. Yo, big ups, the chicken. A little bit spicy, but kind of needs some spiciness. Helps clear out your system. About Steph, I guess I didn't see Steph's live stream. I guess he recently done a live stream. I'll have to check it out. Big ups to Steph. We all support you, Steph. Oh, he stopped drinking. I like this scene around me, the trees and the flowers. Never ate street food. This backdrop before. Always been in the cities, man. It actually feels kind of nice, even though we're still kind of in a city right now. It feels kind of nice to, you know, see some plants and stuff, trees. Pattaya and Bangkok are concrete jungles. I like both of them, but excuse me, it's straight up city. Cookie says, when am I coming back to the States? I'm not sure. I was thinking there's a possibility this fall I could come back, but I think I'll probably stay on the road. I might hit a really hard live stream for like 4, 5, 6 months. Go to Cambodia, Laos, more places in Thailand, Vietnam, Indonesia. This latest explorer told me Indonesia has good internet. So that right there is a whole lot of ground to cover. So it's just a live stream for like the next 6 months. All right, big ups, Cookie. Hope you're doing good. New York City. Cookie's the lady I hung out with in New York City a couple nights. We live streamed together. She didn't know about me. We just randomly met. We were both streaming at the same time. You can get a pedicure if I donate for it. If you want me to get a pedicure, Cookie, they got pedicures here for about $3 to $5. 100 to 150 baht. I might get one. You don't have to donate. Yeah, they're very cheap here. They're about $3 to $5. But maybe I'll get one. I just don't pay much attention to my nails. This nail looks dirty because I was eating some fruit where you got to peel it, the lamiai fruit. Remember I was eating that yesterday? And there's a lot of dirt on that skin when you're peeling. It gets up in your nails. So normally my nails aren't dirty, But the thumb looks a little dirty because of the lamiai fruit. But you see that's clean. Every time I eat lamiai, my thumbnails look like they get a lot of dirt. I had a lot more dirt and I dug it out. Oh, manicure. Did she mean manicure or pedicure? Pedicure, I don't need a pedicure. I need a manicure maybe. Yo, Dinesh, 40 rupees. Thank you, Dinesh. No, my nails are always clean. It's only because I eat the, if you look at 3 days ago live stream, my nails are perfectly clean. It was just because I ate the lamiai fruit. You gotta peel the skin. There's a lot of dirt on the skin that gets in your nails. Every time I eat that fruit, that happens. Guys, this is what I do with my nails. You see, this one's getting a little long. Well, I want to do it at a table, but I'll put it in my pocket. I can't feel your nose when you're, it's a little bit. Okay, I just cut it with my finger like that. Boom. See? I just cut it. That's what I do my whole life. There's a nail. So that's what I've always done my whole life. It works. And when it gets a little long, I just use my fingers and cut it. Never had a problem with it. I put it in the pocket. I don't bite my nails. Some people bite their nails. I just use my fingers and cut it. You see, this one's not long. This one's not long anymore. This one's a little long. It gets a little longer. I just cut it. Guys, I can't charge. We got a problem here. Sometimes when it rains, the phone gets wet. I can't charge the phone. I get a warning message from Apple saying I'm down to 10% battery. So I don't know if it says charging not available. Guys, I got to end this stream. I'm down to 10% battery, and I guess the phone's a little wet. It won't let me charge. So unfortunately, I have to end this stream. Yeah. If I had more battery in the phone, I'd keep it going and charge when it dries out. But I gotta end the stream. Big ups, guys. I have no choice. There's nothing I can do about it because I try to plug it in. It says you cannot charge. I'm down to 10% battery, so because I was walking in the rain for 20 minutes. Yeah, see, it says you can't charge. It won't let you charge when the phone's a little bit wet. So, guys, I gotta go. Big ups. Maybe come back live later when the phone dries out. Maybe I will 50-50. Talk to you later. Big ups. Peace out. Thanks for the super chats. I mean, I'll try. I'll try. I'm down to 10% battery. I'll try real quick. Shake it. Let me try to get rid of the last-ditch effort. There's my charger right there. I got plenty of battery on the power bank. I can't charge it right now. It's gonna run out of battery in a matter of minutes. Shake it. Try to shake it. Try to. All right, let's see if it works this time. Yeah, it's still not working. They'll mess your charger up. Yeah, I've had this situation before. All right, guys, I gotta close the stream. Talk to you later. Yeah, I'll see you. Maybe see you later. Peace out. Cheers. Okay, I tried blowing on it. Nope, not working. Not working. All right, see you guys.